Minilla hype again!
Oh, shut up. You didn't even do that for the last one.
That's because Minilla really wasn't in it.
No, he was
But
there.
he's in this one.
Oh, he's centric to this one.
All Manilla's attack.
No, I'm imagining every stage of Minilla from Son of Manila. The one that can only crawl.
Son of Minilla. Oh, we're getting generational Manillas now.
I don't want the Son of Manila. Make it stop. I want Minilla to turn into Godzilla Jr. That's what I need. Let's just fast track to fucking Godzilla vs. Destroyer.
No, that takes place in like 30 years.
I know. It's like 20 movies away. Fuck this.
But hey,
franchise.
at least half the movies that we had to watch before we get to that is the Heisei period.
Yeah.
And those are good.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean,
they might be. Well, they're better than these.
Yeah. No, anything's better than these. Holy fucking shit. Alright, well, so what I do know about this movie is that it's a dream match. Nothing that happens in this movie is in any way canon. In fact, the entire movie centers around a universe where Godzilla is not real.
Ah, damn, it's a filler episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn
It's about a kid trying to deal with bullies, and he watches Godzilla on TV, and thus he imagines himself as Minilla. Because what child doesn't want to be Minilla? What child doesn't see Minilla and immediately sympathize with the position that Minilla is in?
I can be any monster. I have chosen Minilla.
Not even Kamunga or Kamakuras.
I could have been Manda, but I've chosen Minilla.
I mean, could have been Mothra and been a train. Like, could have been the bird and turned into the condor, but no, we had to choose Minilla. Fuck.
Hell yeah, Minilla hype.
Oh, God. Hashtag fuck Minilla. I don't know if I said it here. I think I said it off mic, but I have put hashtag fuck Minilla on every single scoring sheet that of a movie that includes Minilla. Which
I think this
come
is
to no, it's not.
Not until Final Wars.
No, Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Does?
I remember seeing him in it. It was terrible.
When I looked at the wiki, granted the wiki could be wrong.
Oh, Gigan. I'm actually hyped for Gigan. Considering how many shitty monster designs I've seen, I now appreciate Gigan. I don't appreciate Megalon.
Yeah, no.
But Gigan's cool.
On the wiki, it just says, "Son of Godzilla, destroy all monsters attack, Final Wars."
Okay.
But I feel like you're probably right. Did you know Minilla was a secret character in Godzilla Generations on the Dreamcast? You could play as Minilla.
Cool.
He's also the weakest in defense. His speed is average.
I would hope so.
He's not very strong. He can barely defeat the Super X.
Gigantic beetle. Okay, I should read this off mic, but I know a tiny Godzilla is involved in Godzilla vs. Megalon, which we are so far away from. Like, we still have to get through Hedorah.
Ugh, Hedorah.
But Hedora's the next movie.
Yeah, I know. I saw it on the disc.
Fuck. Dude, okay. We're not going to be able to because I'll be back on overtime, so we're not going to be able to, like, do a triple threat so that we can end on Godzilla versus Megalon, because after Megalon is the two Mecha Godzillas, and then we're finally done.
I'm not seeing anybody credited for playing Minilla in versus Megalon, so.
I know there is a tiny Godzilla. I know.
Well, we'll get there when we get there. We'll see you guys in another, like, 80-some minutes.
Yeah, oh.
Minilla hype.
I'll come back with information.
Minilla, the higher power.
Oh, yes. Minilla is now a god.
He has ascended.
He has ascended from... And he, in some ways, quite literally, he has powers to shrink and grow on a whim, as well as speak.
The original Jet Jaguar.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
I can't believe I said that.
in series tradition, and by series I mean this fucking series, what the flying fuck did we just watch?
A whole lot of stock footage.
Oh my god.
Like half the movie, half of the 69-minute runtime was footage we had already seen.
Oh god, for like the last 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the last 3 movies. Literally all the movies that Minilla was in.
And Ebera.
Oh yeah, and Ebera. So yeah, you're right. We got the Condor made a return.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was dumb. I couldn't believe it when we went to Monster Island in that kid's dream, and we saw a giant condor.
Condor come back.
I didn't expect it. He made such a splash.
Literally.
Yeah. After getting roasted.
We got to see the Kamakurs again. They played soccer again.
Yeah, it's not even worth talking about that shit. It was the same fucking crap we already saw because it was from the last couple movies. It was a waste of our time. And, yeah, I can't even really say that the movie ended on, any,
Nobody learned anything.
I mean, it's clear that, 50 years ago things were different, but, I don't know. It just ended on such, a dumb note of, he did the thing he didn't want to do because it would make the guy fall.
So there's a painter, and the kids are like, hey, if you want your vacuum tube back, go honk the horn on the bike and scare the painter.
Yep.
And then he's like, no, I'm not going to do that because that's a bad thing. And then at the end of the movie, he's like, I hate bullies. And then he runs over to the bike and honks the horn.
And the guy falls.
Gets covered in paint.
And the dad has to pay the guy's laundry bill.
And then they run off.
With the bullies.
Because he hates bullies.
Yeah?
Yeah. Also, one of the bullies is Gabara somehow.
Yep. No, the skinny little kid in red is Gabara.
The brutal beast.
The lumpy turquoise electric. Bringing back the taser fists. Fucking King Kong stand-in.
Let's not insult King Kong like that.
Yeah, Gabara was garbage.
King Kong doesn't have much of a reputation, but let's not insult him like that.
Minilla.
We got crotch cam of Minilla when he grew large.
Just right up in there. Right in the rubbery, gray, sludgy crotch. It was awful.
It was a good time for everyone involved. Except for us.
Yeah.
And everyone else involved.
Yeah. No, it was, I mean, I'll be honest. I wasn't confused.
I mean, it had a cohesive plot. It just wasn't a good one.
Yeah, and I don't know, and we had Home Alone antics, but not really.
There was a hole that he covered with a newspaper,
and
that was it.
And the man fell down the hole and sprained his ankle.
There were so many damn times we didn't think anyone was going to fall down that hole. It seemed like they just set it up with no payoff.
Yep, and then he did fall down the hole, and we were like, that was lame.
Yeah.
because
can we talk about the kid when he fell down the hole? Because I looked away. I looked away for a second.
Yeah, no.
And then
I was like, this is the time you choose to look away when we see this.
Like, he blue screened his way down.
Oh, yeah, and then gently landed, like, very gently, like, just a light, comfy set down by wires. And then he comes up and he's like, ouch. And I'm like, there is no way in hell that hurt. In fact, I'm kind of surprised they didn't speed up the footage so it looked like it hurt. But maybe they did that so they're like, we didn't actually drop a child.
Padding. They had to get this movie to 69 minutes.
It felt longer.
It did. It really did.
Half an hour before it ended, we were like, when's it gonna end?
I think it was before that. I think
it was at 7 o'clock. I looked at my phone when you were like, it's almost over, right? We've been here for like an hour. And I looked at my phone and I'm like, it's 7 o'clock. Maybe we started at 6. I don't remember. And it ended just a couple minutes ago. It's 7:45. We were a quarter of the way through that movie and we were wondering when it was going to end.
Because I was 5 minutes in and I'm like, man, I already hate this. Like, I just want this to be over.
I was sitting there and I'm like, I'm here for this. I'm here for this to tell me a story. And then Minilla talked and I went, I'm not here for the story anymore.
Minilla didn't make the noises that he was said to have made. The key noises.
No, he says Papa in a monster voice. It's very weird. I hate Minilla.
God damn it, Minilla.
Was the worst. The one who makes the key noises is Ghidorah.
Yeah, and he wasn't in this. We didn't get any stock footage of Ghidorah.
Yeah, which is in the opening credits.
Well, we got stock footage of everyone beating up Ghidorah, but Ghidorah didn't actually wasn't there. It was just Godzilla punching Ghidorah off screen.
Yeah, and then we had to end on the note of before the whole bully section and the kid turns into a delinquent, because that's the story we want to tell. The kid tells a bunch of reporters that Minilla was with him, and the toy maker, who's his neighbor, decides to translate that as Minilla being a god.
A higher power.
A higher power, just like adults believe in gods. So this child believes in Minilla. I still do not understand if Godzilla is real in this kid's universe. It is so unclear.
I don't think he is. But
But like he says, like he's seen Minilla, and the kid doesn't say on TV. The kid just says, "No, you haven't," as if Minilla is real. So I don't understand.
I mean, Minilla can use the Force to communicate. Remember when he's just like, remember, Godzilla told me I have to fight.
Oh, he pops up in a little circle.
Yeah.
Or like we watch the kid running from Gabara the monster, and Gabara the monster keeps appearing behind him.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh.
Also, it was trash.
It was.
So when the kid falls down the hole, they lower down a rope.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And we're just sitting there like, who's going to be on the other end? Who's going to be pulling up this child?
I was like, it's either the girl from Son of... I keep calling it Son of Minilla because I named the movie in the list Son of Fuck Minilla. Son of Godzilla, or Minilla, and we were praying, let it be Minilla because that's stupid. And then the kid gets up, wipes himself off, looks ahead, and goes, Minilla! And we're like, what? And there was Minilla. I don't remember if we cheered.
I don't think we did because it was Minilla.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I think we were like, that's still stupid.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly stupid because we were like, how the fuck is Minilla like 3 feet tall? And then we eventually, about 20, 30 minutes into the film, learned why. As he jaguared in to take on Gabara.
First he was going to go take on Kumunga.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
And I think he got sprayed, and he was just like, well, I don't live this life.
And the fucking kid was getting sprayed, too. It was just like, no, dodge the white stuff. That's a terrible joke. Especially with children involved. Anyway, yeah, so we got so much fucking reuse footage. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was half the film.
It was,
and this film was only 70 minutes long.
It was awful.
That was its saving grace, is that it was short.
Yeah, and again, it really didn't feel it. It didn't feel as long as Destroy All Monsters, because that dragged. Similar to Raids Again, where those movies just fucking dragged, because you didn't know what the fuck was going on. This movie, you knew what was going on.
You just didn't care.
You didn't care, you didn't want to watch it, and the parts you did want to watch kind of just resolved themselves in a lame way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, just the bank robbers were losers. I mean,
well, yeah, they had to be outsmarted by a child.
And they weren't even really outsmarted. Just,
I mean, one fell through a hole.
True.
Which that they were probably not gonna fall through if Kid had just stayed put.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why they went back up to that floor is because he had dropped the gutters.
Yeah.
Or the water spouts.
Yep. But I mean, he's a kid, so you just kind of leave it at that. As far as like, yeah, he didn't make a wise decision, but he's a kid, so. Fucking Minilla. Like I'm still remembering the like. Minilla popping in like the fucking like a fucking like shitty commentary on a DVD or like those stupid VH1 specials where there's some movies where you can watch it and like weird shit'll pop up. It felt like that.
Yeah.
And just being like, Godzilla tells me I have to fight my own battles. It's like, yeah, but these are adults who are criminals.
But they have the world's dullest knife.
Oh, that knife was nothing. I was surprised when he tried to stab it into the wood. It didn't just, like, flop over. Because there's no way it was sharp enough to stick. It looked just like a piece of metal. It didn't look like a knife. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, so there was a fucking hand that screamed about robbers that literally did nothing.
Yeah, I had called it the Chekhov's hand, and it didn't show up.
Nope, didn't play a single part. The kid just got kidnapped randomly by a leaf monster in his dream.
Okay, the leaf monster was really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Which turned into the robbers as he woke up. Yeah, so yeah, this movie's message is weird and
believe in Minilla, the higher power.
Minilla, god of children, god of delinquent children.
Fight your own battles, especially if you're Minilla.
Jump on a log and flip Gabara through. Gabara got shamed.
I've got a plan. Just lure him over to that log and then jump on it, and then he'll be sent flying.
Like, why the fuck did he even step on the log to begin with? It made no fucking sense.
Hubris. The hubris of Gabara.
Don't do it, Minilla. I have the high ground. Oh, Lord. Anyway, Alright, I want to rate this and get this over with.
Yeah.
I tried to pad this out a little bit, just like the movie.
I mean, we're up to 20 minutes now.
Alright, so Monster Combat. Half of it was reused.
And the half that wasn't reused was just Gabara and his electro fists.
I mean, Godzilla tossed him around a little bit, so that was nice. We didn't see a lot of throws going on in the other monster movies, and I think that's because they maybe had appendages that they didn't want to like break.
Yeah, I assume when they did this, when they're like, you can rough up the Gabara suit, we're never using this again.
Yeah.
We do not care if it breaks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't really have a tail anyway. There were no extraneous appendages that they really had to worry about. But
just fill it with potatoes and throw it around.
Pretty much. It looked rigid enough that they could just throw around the suit, and that's all they needed. But, like, this has to take a hit for...
I mean, did Minilla do anything? Like, he used the rings, and Gabara just kind of looked at him like, that's dumb.
He took a full-blown...
Oh, he did take a haymaker.
Minilla took a haymaker. I'm saying Gabara took a full-blown atomic breath from Minilla when the kid dropped a rock on him.
Yeah.
On Minilla, actually.
On his tail.
Yep, on his tail. Good shit. Yeah. Like, but holy crap. Like,
It really...
is there anything you want to put in the special mention that's going to be a positive?
It was short.
No, it wasn't. It didn't... We literally talked about how it didn't feel short.
Yeah, but imagine an extra 20 minutes tacked onto this movie. That's like...
You couldn't tack on...
That's like 60 more hours.
No, in order to add on an extra 20 minutes, they would have just filled in more stock footage.
I mean, I know they would have.
There's no more story to be had in this fucking movie.
I've got bonus points for negatives, if we want to talk about that later.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like... like, because like, my special mention currently at the moment is how much fucking stuff, like, previous footage from other movies was just blaringly in the movie, which, I mean, it probably was a little less offensive at the time because those movies would have been years apart.
Well, they wouldn't have.
Yeah?
Okay, fine, whatever.
Like, the last year was Destroy All Monsters. They didn't use much of anything.
It could have been 6
months.
It could have been 6 months.
It could have been 6 months from Destroy All Monsters.
They only had to film 40 minutes of film. They could have done this in an afternoon.
Well,
this could have come out the day after Destroy All Monsters.
Dude, shut up. But it's... Anyway.
You think people were upset when they left the theater? Like, man, I saw the greatest hits of Godzilla. Again.
I don't know.
And then I had to watch Minilla.
I don't...
The higher power.
Minilla the God. The declared God by a toy maker. Truly the wisest of all humans.
But going back to Monster Combat, the new stuff wasn't great.
I guess.
Like, the throw was fine. Gabara getting launched looked stupid. It shouldn't have worked.
No, it really shouldn't have. And the visuals of it being flung through the air were terrible. Because they just had the shot of his head and spun it.
Yeah.
Which, come to think of it, in the last movie, we didn't talk about how shitty some of, the squished and, literally taking the same image and spinning it, but in the aspect ratio that they did. But anyway, they didn't quite do it in this one, but there were some... The launch and the spin that was supposed to indicate the launch was really awful. I don't know.
I feel like it was still slightly better than Raids Again.
Raids Again was a 4. I don't think this was a 5.
This was probably a 4 then.
Okay. Visual effects. The only new thing that happened was our prequel to the Jet Jaguar transformation.
I mean, there was also the lightning grabs.
Those didn't look that much better than King Kong.
I'm just saying they were there.
I guess.
But that Jet Jaguar transformation was top tier trash.
Oh, right into the crotch.
And then Minilla falling onto the seesaw thing.
Yeah.
Was also just a picture of Minilla.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't. Destroy Monsters got a 3. Raids Again got a 5.
Huh.
Fuck. I think it's because I thought I saw some impressive shots in Raids Again. But, yeah, no, nothing was all that good.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah. It looked like the same standard of fare, which is even more egregious since they only had to film half the movie.
Yeah, no shit. Alright, so we are dangerously following Destroy All Monsters, so let's try and break that up. Plot. I don't think the plot was as bad as Destroy All Monsters.
There was a plot.
Yeah, it was. You were able to follow it. Raids Again got a 2 for a plot, so 4. I mean it.
What did we give Destroy All Monsters?
A
that was
3.
a 3 because
Yes.
it was half of Astro Monster.
Yes.
Just for just for having a plot, I think 5.
5? Jesus.
It had a plot. It wasn't like Raids Again or Destroy All Monsters.
Alright.
I'm just trying to give it some points so it doesn't. Because I want to take points away for something. But I can't remember what it was now.
Great.
Oh, wait, nope. I remember what it was.
Okay, good. Acting. The child actor's not good.
He was also a child.
True.
But the bad guys, they were also not very good.
I mean, they weren't very good. They felt like they were played up for comedy, but, like, not very well.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to be threats, but they were not intimidating in the slightest.
Yeah.
So... you want to give it a 3? Like we seem to give a lot of these movies for acting. The last two movies got a 3.
Like, I feel like it's unfair to give it a low score because the main character was a kid. Because, child actors aren't very good. But, like, yeah, everybody else was also not very good. So, 3, whatever. It was on par.
Okay, so that puts us at 15. The dub didn't exist, so that's a 0. Alright.
Remember that fight at the end where the kid fights the bullies and it just goes stop motion?
Oh, God. It was so... It was worse than if you just showed it.
Like,
because it clearly took place.
It was literal pictures.
It just... Like, every couple seconds, it would shift to another frame. And it's like, just show... Because, like, the fight clearly, quote-unquote, happened. There were clearly frames in between, but it just sort of stuttered. It felt like it was broken.
Yeah. That scene was a train wreck.
Stop motion bully. How much do you want to take away for that? I will tell you right now, you give it a -2, you know where this is going.
I know. But if we give it a -3, we've got a here.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it just looked garbage for the 2 minutes of footage, quote-unquote footage.
Well, I meant the movie isn't that bad.
Oh.
This is not our new low point.
Okay, fine. Take away 1, so it has 14.
Alright, fine.
So it's just slightly
I
above.
still feel like the stop-motion bully was really offensive, but... Alright,
I mean,
14.
maybe they couldn't show a kid getting beat up. I don't know.
It was... But they showed him, like, falling in the dirt and stuff, and, like, nearly crying. Like, I don't know, it felt dumb, but... Alright, yeah, so that brings us to a total of 14. All monsters attack, hashtag fuck Minilla. Please make it trend on Twitter. All of you know ones who listen to this. I know there's a couple of you, because there's always several views on these, which I appreciate. I don't know if you're watching all the way to this point, but if you are, you're awesome. And if I'm talking to myself, don't get a big head.
You know, I feel like hashtag fuck Minilla would trend anyway.
For people who actually get it, but...
I don't think anybody likes Minilla. I think most people look at Minilla with mostly contempt.
Yeah, disdain, irreverence for his godly powers.
There is no way somebody looks at Minilla and goes, that guy, I want to be him.
Except for this kid.
Anybody over the age of 6 isn't looking at Minilla going, I want to be Minilla.
I would hope not. Alright, well, that has been All Monsters Attack. Please look forward to fighting the Trash Monster and Gigan. That's what's coming up.
Oh man, our next session's going to be good.
I hope we can somehow get together early enough that we could knock out 3, so then the next time we could just do both the Mechagodzillas. But anyway.
Wait. No.
Because after Megalon, it's just the 2 Mechagodzilla movies.
Yeah, but we'd have to knock out.
We'd have to do 3 next time.
And then when we had to do another 3 for the 2 mechas, and because
there's nothing after Return of Mechagodzilla.
It's Smog Monster, Gigan, Megalon,
Mechagodzilla.
Okay.
I literally went through it, so.
Is there only 15 movies in the? Whatever.
We'll do it off.
Yeah,
this.
That's
This is not for this. So.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Hey there, did you enjoy what you just watched? I don't know what you just watched, but did you enjoy it? Well, we have other series on this channel. We have
Pokemon.
We also have Getting a Platinum.
We've also done a whole bunch of Zelda stuff.
We also got a series going on called Remnant from the Ashes.
Maybe check out Cornzilla if you're interested in Godzilla.
And we have a bunch of archived videos for you to enjoy.